And if he got any of these red flags, I'm not gonna date him. Like, if a guy ever go ghost on you and you don't hear from him, then that guy is not for you. Your intuition is never gonna lie to you. Point blank, period. Welcome back to another episode of Her Glow Season. My name is Alexis, and today we're going to be talking about all things love, relationships. Yeah, so everything I learned about love in my early 20s versus like my later 20s. Today is just going to be a fun conversation about all things love, relationships, and everything that I learned. I'm going to drink some water first because I'm very dry mouth. And the thing is that I don't know why. Why am I dry mouth? Okay, so this is my first video talking about some type of relationships and things like that, and I've been holding it off because I never really knew how I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about like love and relationships. And like for me in like real life, like if you see me in real life, like you'll know that I'm a person who love down. Like I love everything I love about love. But I was just like, I really want to talk about it on my channel, but it's just like, how can I didn't know how I wanted to approach it. So I'm glad that I actually get a chance to sit and talk to you guys about this, because like relationships is a part of a girl's everyday life, whether she's dating or trying to or she's in a long-term relationship or anything like that. I mean, relationships in general is just an important factor in anybody's life. So yeah, so we got to do a girl talk about it. Yeah, go ahead and get comfortable. For me, my kids are asleep, so I got nothing but time in my hands, so we can go ahead and get into this girl chat. When it comes to love and relationships, I'm definitely more evolved from my early 20s. I'm currently 29 years old, and I overcame a lot. I learned a lot. I definitely say that I have way more wisdom about relationships than my early 20s. Comparing my early 20s to now, I definitely evolved more as a woman when it comes to my relationship choices, because when I was younger, I did not make a lot of great relationship choices. I don't have like a large list of people that I dated, but I will say that I did make some mistakes in my relationship choices. Like, it definitely wasn't perfect. It definitely wasn't peachy clean or anything like that. In my early 20s, I was interested in guys that were, and I don't know, I'm just smiling about it because it's just like, girl, what was you doing? Like, what? I was interested in bad boys for sure. Class clown who got all the attention. Like for me, when I was younger, I don't know why I'm going into like high school. You know, I was interested in those type of guys who were just like the rebels or things like that and everything, or in the streets. Those are the guys that generally catch my attention. I learned really quick early on that those are not the guys to invest my time in, because they have the ones who done a lot. Let's just say they did a lot. I don't know what I was doing, but it was like, girl, like, why are you giving your time and attention to people like that and you're not equally yoked to them at all? You don't have to have a guy that's like doing rebellious things to show that he is an alpha man. An alpha man is going to show that he's an alpha man. He's going to have that naturally come from him. He can have a respectable career. He can just have mannerism of a gentleman and still be an alpha man. I learned pretty early on that an alpha man can be a respectable gentleman, and that's the type of guy that you want to go for, not the other guy. I just want to share with you guys the thing I learned about love. We're gonna start with what love definitely is not. What love definitely isn't is when a guy go ghost on you. Like if a guy ever go ghost on you and you don't hear from him for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a week, like why is he not communicating with you? Like if he disappears on you, then that guy is not for you. And me in my early 20s, I didn't pick that up. Like I've been ghosted, and the guy will come back and I'm just like, oh, you know, what happened? And I hear all these excuses. Oh, I was trying to find myself. And I'm just like, trying to find yourself. If I actually can go back, I would have just actually would have left that alone, because I could have just really gave my attention to somebody who really wanted me. Honestly, what I had to learn from my early 20s, that if a guy's attention is not on you, his attention is on somebody else. A guy that truly wants to be with you is not going to have his attention on anyone else but you. And he's not going to sit here and be gone for a month or 3 weeks or 2 weeks. Like, I don't care. There's no excuse. When a man is in love with you, he's going to want to check in with you, speak to you, see how your day is going. Yeah, so that's one thing I learned. Definitely love is not like just like random disappearance. Being ghosted on is not love. Like, I don't care if somebody tell you that they love you and they ghosted you, they do not love you at all. Another thing that I learned that love is not is when you don't feel protected. When you don't feel protected in that relationship, and I mean like you feel like you can't showcase your private thoughts, your feelings, and things like that, and that person brings negativity on how you feel and your vulnerability, that's not love. The partner who loves you properly is going to make you feel safe. Like, you're supposed to feel love, nurtured in your relationship to where you can express yourself freely. If you're in a situation like that, just know that when it's real love, like, that person is going to honor, respect your feelings and things like that, and you're going to feel safe and you're going to feel protected. Another thing that I learned about what love is not is when you have to force a relationship to work out. No way, shape, or form should you have to force a relationship to work out. And that's something that I definitely fall short in my previous relationship dealings, whatever like that. I found myself in a relationship with somebody where I have to like force the relationship, and like I knew this person wasn't for me. And that's the one thing I want to say too. Your intuition will never lie with the person that you're dealing with. Like, if you have a gut feeling that that person isn't for you, you have a gut feeling that something isn't right about this person, and you know this person is somebody you shouldn't be dealing with, definitely pay attention to that. Definitely pay attention to how you're feeling when you're around this person. Feel the frequency, feel the vibe. Like, can we vibe together? Can I be myself with this person? Can I laugh and be a kid? Can I joke around? Literally, when you're with somebody that is right for you, and like you guys are in love, you feel like you can let your hair down. You feel like you can be yourself. You don't feel like you have to be this perfect. There's no such thing as withholding who you truly are with somebody that's meant for you. I've been in relationships where I would have to like, okay, I know this person isn't for me, but I'm gonna try to like make it work. Or, oh, it just makes sense for us to be together. In actuality, you don't have to force anything to happen. Like, if it's not for you, it's not for you. And that's okay, because honestly, if you let go of the person that's not for you, God's gonna bring somebody that is for you. And he's gonna come to you, and you're gonna feel like, yes, finally, my person is with me. But the person that you're forcing to be in a relationship with, that's not your person at all. And sometimes it can be hard, especially maybe you built years of history with this person. But at the end of the day, your intuition is never going to lie to you. Point blank, period. Another thing that I learned that love definitely is not, it's getting a little weird. But let me share with you guys what I'm thinking about. So if you are in a relationship with a guy and he has like this weird competition with you, or he's being real catty towards you and it's very competitionally, like, that's not love. Being in a relationship with somebody who is extremely catty, who doesn't like you know that Kendrick Lamar song, he on his period too, you know, if he acting like that, if he's being jealous of you, that's not love either. Like, a person who truly loves you, there is no competition. Like, there's nothing. Like, you should not be in a competition with the person that you're in a relationship with. That's very weird. So, yeah, the person that is supposed to be with you and that is for you, he is not going to want to try to push you out the spotlight just so he can stand in it. Like, no, like, that's not love. I don't know, these dudes and their little personalities. I'm just glad with who I got now. I really do love my man. Like, he really, like, I love him. That's weird. That's weird. So for guys being like that, I don't know, girl. You're gonna have to ponder on that one. I just want to say, in general speaking, true love is when you feel protected, you feel honored in your relationship. When it's true love, it's something that you can feel. You don't have to sit and ask if my partner loves me. There's no such thing as that when it's true love. You truly feel from your partner that that person loves you. I learned that love is teamwork. Love is like not perfect every day. And because I would say back in the day when I was like younger, I used to think that you get in an argument and then boom, it's over with. That's not how it is when it's true love. You actually have to work together to nurture the relationship. And yeah, that might mean that storms are coming or a storm might pass through. But you and your partner who truly loves each other, you guys stand in that rain together. Being in love is truly a blessing. Like being able to experience it, and it's not easy, but it's so fun and it's rewarding, and it's like, especially when you have the right person. So the next part I want to talk about is just like dating and things like that. If love is what you are seeking, and maybe like you dated for a while and you really want to date with intention, I will share with you what I've done to kind of like just weed out the weeds a little bit. Just to give you a little backstory about me, before I got with my now partner, I put it very strongly on me that I was not going to deal with any of the toxic BS that I have been dealing with from my past. I don't have time for none of that. I didn't have my heart broken. It got to the point where I'm just like, okay, Lord, you just gonna have to take the wheel, because I cannot date somebody who is going to waste my time. It's crazy because that's how my mindset works. Shifting my mindset from, and this is the key thing here, I shifted my mindset from, I'm just gonna see what's out here, to I'm gonna date with attention. I'm not just gonna go with anybody, because back in the day, I'm gonna be like, oh, he cute, you know, I'm gonna date him because he cute, whatever. No, I would just like, yeah, he gonna be cute and attractive, but I'm gonna make sure that I see the red flags, and if he got any of these red flags, I'm not gonna date him. I kind of came up with dating standards, and it's crazy because it sounds a little like, what? Dating standards? But yes, I came up with dating standards. Because back in the day, like, I really didn't have like dating standards and things like that. I just like, if a guy came, he's just like, oh, like I'm going through it right now. And I'd be like, oh, okay, I'll be here. I'll support you. Like, no, girl, like, he needs to get it together before he dates anybody. So I was just like, no, I'm having standards now. I'm about to have standards. I'm going to write out things that I want in a relationship, and it's going to have to be like this. So, girl, what did I do? Well, let me tell you what I did. I sat here, got my paper, I got my pen, and I kind of wrote out some things about what I wanted in a relationship. I basically said that I wanted to be with somebody who was a man that loved kids, because at the time I was a single mother. He has to be a person that loves kids. He has to be a man that loves God. I wanted a man that was well spoken. I wanted a man who respected and loved women. That was very big for me, because there's a lot of men out here who don't respect and love women. There's a lot of men out here who talks down on women and don't protect the black women in our community. And it was very important that I had a man that actually respected a black woman, because that's what I am. I'm a black woman. He has to be ambitious, goal orientated, and things like that. So basically those were some of the things that I wrote down. So I wrote them down, and then I wrote out a day in the life with my partner. I just kind of like wrote out like the things that we are, how our relationship dynamic would be like big kids with each other. We're going to be able to talk all day about stuff that we can just talk about. I would say like maybe a week or two later, I met my now partner. Definitely setting the tone on what you want is truly real. Call it manifestation. You can call it being in alignment. You can call it all types of things. But I definitely do believe that if you change what you attract, because you don't want to keep attracting the good for nothings, I would say. But if you truly want a person that is going to be adding value to your life, I don't have time for that. I have time for this. And that's what I literally said. And I'm saying this because I literally said it. I said to myself when I was dating that I do not have time for XYZ. I only have time for this type of person. I don't deal with those things no more. I don't attract those things no more. The only thing I attract is a great relationship. And literally just changed the game. Basically, that's how I dated, with attention and things like that. And maybe you're a little bit younger than I am watching this video. Definitely don't shy away from dating, even if you just want to go on a date and just have like a good time. Maybe you're not trying to look for a husband yet. Maybe you're not trying to look for a serious relationship. There's nothing wrong with going out there and dating and figuring out what type of person that you like. That liked me, he wanted to take me out. Yeah, like, yeah, you can take me out. Let's go have fun, because I was the type of person who liked to go have fun. Live your life. Have fun. Don't do nothing crazy when you're out dating. Don't do nothing like dangerous or nothing like that, especially with somebody that you don't know. And like, especially if you're going on like these dating websites and things like that, like you have to be real careful. Definitely send your location out to your best friend, so that way, you know, they can just track you, because I don't know, you know, you don't know who you're meeting with these people. And just make sure you pray before you go and do anything. But yeah, definitely send out your location. Make sure that you are meeting the person at the location. Like, no, I'm you don't gotta pick me up. I could just meet you there type thing. And I always carry your pepper spray and things like that. You just be safe. Speaking of dating, should you or the guy pay for the first date? I think this one is just like obvious. Like, he definitely should be paying for the first date, especially if he's pursuing you. I mean, it'd be kind of weird if like he pursues you and like he working hard to get you, and then like he expects you to pay. That is so weird. If you have the cojones to come here and sit and try to talk to me, but you are not paying for the date, girl, I would look at him like, oh, you crazy, because like you're pursuing me. Like, if he's expecting you to pay for the date, that, I mean, that's a little weird. And two, ladies, also too as well, don't try to force your way to pay for a date if he wants to pay for it too. Let the man be a man, because like if he wants to pay for the date, then that should be okay. Like, you shouldn't have to be like, oh no, I got it. Like, no, you deserve to be treated. You deserve to be taken care of. He's trying to show you that he is a man of honor. So definitely let him pay for the date. Like, I definitely believe that you should let a man pay for a date, though, if he wants to. I mean, he should be, if he, you know, is pursuing you and things like that. But like trying to force your way to pay after he said he's gonna pay, I definitely do think that is just like, no, you shouldn't do that. And I know sometimes us women, we can be very independent, can be very much like, you know, don't depend on a man to do things. But sometimes in relationships, especially the one that's for you, okay? I mean, in general, like if a man really wants to be the provider, you should let him provide. You shouldn't take that away from a man. He's going to want to provide, protect you. So you have to let him be a man. You have to be in your feminine energy, okay? And the one that's for you, the one that God designed for you, he's going to naturally place in your feminine energy, because you don't have to be in your masculine role anymore. You don't have to feel like you have to take care of everything or things like that. The man that God has for you, you're going to automatically be placing your feminine energy. And I'm just telling you guys from based on my experience. You know, I had to be the person who had to figure everything out. I had to be the person who took the lead. I had to make the decisions, things like that. But once I got in a relationship with my current partner, everything shifted. And I'm just like, oh, I don't have to make all the decisions. Oh, what is this? And then I didn't know, but I was settling inside my feminine energy. So that is my opinion when it comes to dating. But yeah, like, have fun, you know, see what you like, see what type of guy you like. And I don't know, just have fun, vibe and things like that. Like, you're young, you're free, you know, it is a fun time when you are dating and things like that. Alrighty, girls, that is the end of the video. We said it had a really good chatty girl talk video today, and we cover all things about love, things I've learned, dating advice and things like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this form of video from me. If you guys like content like this, of course, give it a thumbs up. I'll continue creating more videos like that. But yeah, this one was a very fun one for me. Please comment down below what you feel, what you have learned in your dating experience. Maybe you can help somebody. Let's chat about it in the comment section. So I'm gonna go ahead and go, and I'll see you guys the next time I see you guys. Bye.